Yuba-Sutter.live's local government live streams are presented by Plumas Lake Self-Storage in Plumas Lake, where lifelong local residents are helping other residents keep things safe, providing indoor storage units, outdoor RV and vehicle parking, moving supplies, and Penske truck rentals. Details at plumaslakeselfstorage.com.
Hi, I'm Neil Goforth of Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties. Caring for elders or even yourself has challenges. Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties can help you address today's issues and plan for tomorrow with in-home and specialized care for you or your family members. Call us at 530-749-8800. Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties.
One nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Thank you very much. It's good to see you all tonight. We have a few things to report out of closed session under student discipline. Under expulsions, EH 23-24-22, by unanimous vote, the staff accepted, we accept the staff recommendation, sorry. I do want to report that all board members are here and happy to see Frank Crawford. We have suspended expulsion contracts. EH 23-24-10, EH 23-24-12, EH 23-24-23 through 25, and then EH 23-24-28. Under reinstatement, the board accepted staff recommendations, unanimous. Under reinstatements, we have EH 21-22-11, EH 21-22-42, EH 21-22-51, and OD 23-24-1. All those reinstatements were approved by the board unanimously. Now we have comments from the board members. Mr. Steeman.
I'd just like to welcome everybody here tonight and wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. I hope everybody enjoys their break and the time with their family. It's good to see Renette. Hello. Thanks.
Thank you. Dr. Yang.
I just want to echo Mr. Siemens' comment about wishing everybody a good winter break and holiday during the winter break. And I just want to make a small commentary. Myself and Mr. Steeman has been here for a year. I'm going to speak for myself. The time that I've been here has been quite interesting in terms of learning all the processes and what a school does. Especially what people think that the school is responsible for, such as roads, which we are not. And I just want to note that for me, it's been quite an experience, and I will still try to make the best attempt to vote for the best interest of everybody's children, since that is the goal of what education is.
Thank you. Allison Hasty.
Good evening. Thank you for coming. Going to a meeting in the middle of December shows an incredible amount of commitment. So thank you all for your commitment to our students and the future of our community. I wish you all a blessed and restful and joyous Christmas and your other holidays, and look forward to seeing all of you back here in our joyous new year. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to also reiterate that. Thank you guys for coming out in December, and wishing you a happy, safe holidays.
Thank you. Mr. Crawford.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Gary Criddle.
Short and sweet. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Well, echoing everybody else, we certainly hope you enjoy your holiday. I know some of you will be working because that's what happens when we have students out. We have a ton of backlog of information, of just the normal maintenance that goes on, even though the students aren't there. And our teachers are working too, because they're getting ready for the new year. So we know it's not everybody getting a nice holiday, but we certainly hope it's enough of one that you can enjoy your families, enjoy your a little bit of respite, and we just hope it's a nice holiday for everybody. So this evening is a little different meeting of our, where we have recognitions coming up, but tonight is our reorganization meeting. So there's going to be some things that we're going to be going through that we don't normally do in our meeting. So just bear with us as we get through that. But in the meantime, we're going to do recognitions. Thank you.
Thank you and welcome. It's my favorite time of the evening to celebrate some of our finest students and staff. And I want to begin by asking Miss Renette Griffin to come on down and receive some recognition. Renette started driving for MJUSD in 2006, and she retired. That's right, she retired in 2020. But because, receiving line right there, but because of her love for kids, Renette has come back to us, this time as a bus attendant. Renette continues to be great with the kids and sets a good example for the new bus attendants. Thank you for making a positive impact for our MJUSD students and families. Congratulations, Renette. Please, a round of applause. And pictures, center of attention. Good. And we also this evening are celebrating our November Outstanding Performance Recognitions for students and staff that demonstrate kindness, leadership, and positive impact in MJUSD. And we will begin first with our students. Esther Peters from Cedar Lane. Roman Fonseca from Edgewater. Diana Solis Perez from Ella. Oh my gosh, so cute. Juan Lopez from Foothill. Jetem Delaney from Johnson Park. Michelle Torres Diaz from McKinney. Caleb Gary from Marysville High School. And Maya Sapolino from Marysville High School. If you all would take the stage so we can take a picture. And if we have any parents in the house, come on up and take your pictures, please.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
One more round for these outstanding young scholars. Congratulations. Of course, it takes both students and adults to make a district run, and it's our pleasure tonight to celebrate these outstanding staff members. First, Cretia Ames from Accounts Payable here at the district office. Jessica Asermendi from Arboga Nutrition. Charles Goodson from Browns Valley. Jason Niebuhr from North South Lyndhurst High School. Alex Ty from Marysville High School. Esmeralda Davis from Personnel. And Saida Salazar Rivera from Yuba Gardens. And please take the stage for pictures.
Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Congratulations, everyone.
Now we're at 6-point annual organization meeting of the Board of Trustees. Phyllis Rani is in India for the loss of her brother-in-law. It's a part of their tradition to grieve a year later. So that's why you see a different person sitting here in her chair. So Jennifer will lead this part of the reorganization.
Okay, annual organizational meeting of the Board of Trustees. What is our first action here? Okay, sorry. The board took action at the 11/14/23 board meeting that the annual organizational meeting would be held on 12/12/23 at 5:30 p.m. The law requires the board elect a president and a clerk from its members. The board should also elect a vice president and trustee representative to the Special Education Council. The superintendent presides over the election of the president. The new president presides over the remaining elections and assumes responsibility of the meeting at that time. The process for nomination of officers. There's not a second to nominate a person to stand for election. After each nomination, the board member nominated will accept or decline. A motion is not made to close nominations. And after all nominations have been made, the person nominated accepts or declines the nomination, then a motion for the first nominated candidate will take place. The first nomination that receives the majority vote in the affirmative is elected to the position, and no further votes will be taken on the remaining nominations. So 6.2, election of the president.
I nominate Randy Davis.
Do you accept or decline?
Oh, I accept.
You accept?
I accept.
Okay. And then we move on to the next. So
Do
now-
we need to vote?
We need to vote, thank you. This is new, okay. All those in favor? Aye. 7-0. Okay, congratulations, Mr. Davis. I'll hand it over to you now.
Thank you, Jennifer. It's a high honor that I accept the presidency of the board. It is a lot to cover, and I've learned a lot in doing this for 2 years. So no, it's a it's a double-edged sword. But I appreciate all that what the board is doing and what the staff is doing and what our teachers are doing. And so it's a team effort that we all are responsible for. So moving on, do I hear nominations for vice president?
Nominate Doug Criddle.
Ditto.
Which one?
Doug.
Doug, do you accept?
Yes, I accept.
Is there a second?
We don't do seconds.
Second, I guess. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you. Do I have to give a speech?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, you don't.
No speech.
Now we have the election of the clerk. Do I hear a nomination? Allison, do you accept?
Yes.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Allison, welcome back. Then we have the appoint superintendent as secretary of the Board of Trustees. Do I hear a motion? Doug Criddle makes the motion? Dr. Yang makes it? Sorry. I think Doug seconded it. All those of, she's our secretary. The superintendent is our secretary. Yeah. I thought we were voting on the clerk. It's a different spot. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Passes 7-0. Now the election of trustee representative to the Special Education Council. Do I hear a nominee?
Gary Criddle.
Gary Criddle, do you accept?
I accept.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Passes 7-0. Now we have authorized superintendent and designees to sign warrants and contracts and other documents. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Doug Criddle. Is there a second? Second by Gary Criddle. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Passes 7-0. Now we have the 6.8 set time, date, and place of regular meetings. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Allison Hasty. Is there a second? Second by Frank Crawford. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Passes 7-0. Okay. Now we have comments from school sites. Marysville High School. Please state your name.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Maya Spallino, and I serve as the Marysville High School ASB Vice President. I'm here today to update you all on the exciting events happening here at MHS. To catch up from the last few weeks, we had our very first rally this year in our gym with our new gym floor during Battle Week. The classes competed with each other in games such as tug of war, human surfing, and a relay race. We also had an amazing performance from our cheer team in honor of the start of our winter sports. In regards to the competition between classes, I'm very happy to report that seniors won. The Business Club wrapped up their care package drive on December 4th with lots of donations from the student body. We are excited to donate all of these goods to those in need this holiday season. Speaking of giving back to our community, many junior and senior students participated in volunteering at the annual Marysville Veterans Day Parade. In light of the new Community Impact Award created by the SEAL team, we have seen plenty more students looking to give back to their community. Lean Crew's annual Cocoa and Cram event was also just this past Thursday and Friday, giving freshmen the opportunity to access tutoring for their first round of finals. To conclude our events from this past few weeks, leadership has been hard at work planning our basketball homecoming week and dance. After some debate on different themes and feedback from student council, we have decided on the theme, Out of This World. Looking ahead, within the next few days, students will be taking finals for all of their classes. Tomorrow will be finals for periods 1 and 3, Thursday will be finals for periods 2 and 4, and Friday will end with 5 and 6. Good luck to our students, and may the odds be ever in your favor. Once finals have concluded, we will be going on our winter recess until just January 2nd, 2024. This is everything I have to report for now. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a great evening and a wonderful winter break. I'll see you next year.
Thank you very much. Olivehurst High School, please state your name.
And everyone here today. My name is Diana Ortega Moreno, and I'm the Olivehurst ASB president for the 2023 to 2024 school year. Starting off with FFA, the FFA officer team competed at the Sierra Buttes FFA section opening and closing ceremonies contest at the River Valley High School. Some clubs, such as Olivehurst Music and Leadership, participated in the Olivehurst annual Christmas parade this past weekend. It was amazing to see our community come together for this one night to celebrate the holiday season. Thank you to the Olivehurst Fire Association for helping host this event. Leadership has been working hard all November to help put on our winter rally before Christmas break. This week was the start of our Winter Wonderland Spirit Week. The days goes as follows. Monday was night before Christmas, Tuesday is Fuzzy Socks Day, Wednesday is Snowman Day, Thursday is Christmas Fit Day, and Friday is Reindeers versus Santa Elves. Friday is our Winter Wonderland Rally, where we will be having fun games for students and staff, such as Elf Assembly Line and Sealing Christmas. In January, leadership will begin to plan for our BMAs for student awards and recognitions. We'll soon bring more information about that. So thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and I hope you have an amazing winter break.
Thank you very much. MCAA. South and North Olivehurst High School. Now we have opportunity for employee organizations to address the board. Muta.
Good evening, board, and everybody here and at home. I'm not used to there being more than about 8 people behind me. I normally clear a room better than this, so it's what's interesting being after the recognitions and awards. So first off, before I get to the bulk of my comments, I do want to make sure that I take the time to wish everybody the rest and relaxation that they need in the coming weeks. We can all use it, I'm sure, but also having time with family and friends is also a really good way to rejuvenate yourself and get back in the swing of things before we come back. So I hope everybody enjoys that time and enjoys the holidays, and they are safe, and they, again, can get some rest. Although there are a litany of items on the agenda this evening, there is one that is of a vital and critical nature, and one that Muta would like to urge the board to reconsider and to collaborate with us and other labor organizations on to find a different and much more positive solution. And that is the item concerning the laying off of the majority of our health aides. Although we've been told that the health aides really aren't our business, since they're not in our unit and do not directly impact us, we of course beg to differ. In all actuality, the health aides are the business of all of us who care about our students, and all of us who are concerned with student well-being, success, and achievement. Additionally, I would like to point out that Muta does represent the school nurses, even though we only have 2 right now and desperately need more, beyond even the 2 current openings. And our school nurses are very much directly and immensely impacted by this situation. The National Association of School Nurses has published a position statement entitled The School Health Services Team, Supporting Student Outcomes, in which they state that it is their position that the school nurse collaborates to lead the school health services team in the identification of and intervention for health-related barriers to improve student learning. They go on to explain that school nurses and health aides, along with others, are part of a team of specialized instructional support personnel defined by the Every Student Succeeds Act. These school nurses and health aides work and act as a bridge between healthcare and education through the provision of care coordination, advocacy for quality student-centered care, and collaboration that assist and allow students, schools, and communities to develop their full potential. I will tell you that for myself, I can give you a litany, speaking of litany, I can give you a whole list of examples of the beneficial work of our health aides. And I know a lot of you have heard them already, but our health aides and our school nurses provide care and services to students outside of students that are on healthcare plans. They provide services and care to the over 10,000 students in this district. At my own site, I can tell you without a doubt that we're saving on ADA. We have increased attendance. Before our health aides, I would have a student in class tell me, Ms. Stegall, I don't feel good. The best I could do was write that kid a pass to go down to the attendance office. And the best they could do was to call home, and home then usually said, well, send him home. He doesn't feel good. Now, I have an alternate solution to that, and so do my students. They go down and see the health aide. And the health aide says, well, you don't have a temperature. Well, let me talk about your symptoms and such you have going on. And you know what? You didn't have breakfast this morning. Well, how about we get you something to eat? How about maybe we get your blood sugars up, get you hydrated? And then that student goes back to class for the rest of the day. I've had I don't know how many students in my career come up to me and ask me, Ms. Stegall, do you have any Advil? Well, I might, but you can't have it. And so then there again, that would result in, here's a pass down to the attendance office. And the attendance office would call home, and home would say, I cannot leave home, nor can I leave work to come bring you 2 Tylenol. And the student would go home. And there goes our ADA. And so now, again, what's able to happen is our health aides are able to contact home and prevent that. And the student comes back to class, and the student gets to sit in class and receive quality first instruction. And I promise you that I could go on and on. I could bring up every one of my 500 some odd teachers who could give you all of these examples and then some. On top of that, our health aides are critical to our nurses, and even more so now with the fact that they're only half-staffed in all actuality. And so I could, as you're well aware, I could expand and expound on the positive virtues and the positive outcomes of our health aides for probably much longer than 10 minutes. But I don't think, at least I hope, I don't think that the issue is the importance of their role or how well they're performing in that role. At least, like I said, I hope that's not it. That would require a way different speech at this point. From what I have been able to gather and glean, the claim is that the district does not have the financial means to continue to fund having health aides at every site. Probably would come as no surprise that I might have a slightly different view of that elephant. Lately, though, I have managed to come up with at least 3 alternative ideas or plans that would allow for keeping our health aides and averting their layoffs. I'm sure many of you can imagine at least one of them. It is not a new idea or a new plan. It involves making cuts the furthest away from students and classrooms. However, that is not the idea that I would like to dedicate my time to this evening. Instead, I would like to draw your attention to our much lauded CCSPP grants. In short, our community schools grants. As I have read our various sites grant applications over the last few months, and particularly again the last few weeks, I found it interesting, and actually in a very troubling way, what was included and what was omitted from these applications. One glaring omission are health aides. Despite the inclusion of a myriad of other roles and the creation of various new positions, some required but many not, nowhere did I see our health aides, or for that matter our nurses. Although they could have and should have been included, especially considering the district was well aware of the limitations of and the expending of our ESSER funds when the grants were written. In these grant applications, I read that 15.6% of our county population lives below the poverty line. That from 2002 to 2022, we witnessed over a 200% increase in homelessness in our community. The grant applications also cited that the harder health conditions have led to a life expectancy in our community that is 3 years less than the state average. In their needs assessment, they mentioned that we're struggling with the ongoing impacts of our socioeconomic factors and the impact that that has had on student wellness, which negatively impacts student academics, attendance, and discipline. The wellness centers that are mentioned in these grants could be the perfect setting and solution for our health aides. These could be health and wellness centers. You could revise your grants and make this happen. You could truly partner with some of the health organizations in this community, instead of them merely being part of a community safety team that I still haven't yet figured out how that's supposed to really impact my students' health. You could partner with any of them. You could save our health aides through revising your grants. If you can't or won't revise your grants, then here's another idea. The RFA for Community Schools Implementation Grants for Cohort 3 were just opened November 13th, and they're due February 9th. If all else fails at this point in time, let's collaborate on this first. You have this labor organization, you have at least one other labor organization, and I know that you have community partners out there that if they knew, they would collaborate with us. You may have even heard that there were input from people like us, from MUTA, on this before it got to the agenda. I would tell you that that simply isn't true. But the good news is we still have the time to make that happen. And we have the time to save our health aides. But we need your support and your vote to table that this evening to make it happen. Thank you.
Thank you. Operating Engineers, Local Number 3. State your name.
Good evening, District Board of Trustees, Board President. My name is Carl Carr, and I'm with Operating Engineers Local 3. I'm here tonight to speak on behalf of the health aides at Marysville Joint Unified School District and to share some information with you. MCAA, 370 kids enrolled, 77 health conditions, 5 requiring consistent daily care. Types of conditions: diabetics, seizures, heart conditions, allergies, asthma, bowel issues, and back injuries. Abraham Lincoln Homeschool, 290 enrolled, 8 students with health conditions including diabetics, seizures, cardiac, allergies, congenital disorders, liver transplant causing low immunity. North-South Lyndhurst, 115 enrolled, 20 health conditions, types of conditions: seizures, allergies, asthma, congenital disorder. Marysville High School, 1,061 kids enrolled, 404 with medical conditions including seizures, diabetes, hypoglycemia, asthma, heart problems, allergies, spina bifida, and scoliosis. This is just a sample of 4 sites out of 24 within the district. Imagine extrapolating these numbers to each and every site. There are currently 18 health aides that cover the 24 sites throughout the district, and the proposal that you'll be voting on later in your agenda calls for 11 of these workers to be laid off permanently. Who will be the ones doing this work at these sites? Not only do these health aides provide vital services to the kids with medical conditions at their sites, but they also are CPR certified and first aid certified, and many of them are AED certified as well. AED is very, very life-saving, meaning they are the workers that are called upon when there is an emergency at the site. What happens when a child falls off a swing and injures themselves? Currently, a health aide is called, and they come quick to aid that child. What's going to happen to that child when the health aide normally at their site is no longer there? Who will provide this service to the children? The district is already short-staffed in several areas, causing health aides and other workers to already do more than what they signed up for. They do it because they care, and they do it because they can. Laying off these health aides is only going to make that worse. You will hear later more specifics of what these workers do on a daily basis. But I want for you to hear now that they are being laid off because they were hired out of ESSER funds, and apparently those funds are going away by June 20 of 24. I did a little research on these funds, and these funds actually last until September 30th of 2024 and can be utilized for 120 days past that date. That's January 28th of 2025. Yeah, that doesn't get us completely through next school year, but it begs the question of why now? Why put these workers through the excruciating news of impending layoffs? Has other funding been explored? One possible funding source could be Medi-Cal funding, but I'm not versed in how funding health aides really works. So I'm asking you and your staff to please look into other possible sources of funding. It appears that there is more than a year to try and find other funding instead of finding other positions for these health aides to work at in the district. Other jobs in the district is not what these workers want. Other jobs at the district is not going to help the children in need with medical conditions. Other jobs at the district is not going to help the overtaxed, overwhelmed workforce at the sites that are currently barely getting by with a health aide. It'll be devastating to some of these areas who rely upon these workers to assist kids daily with insulin injections for diabetics, inhaler use for asthmatics, medication for those other medical issues that need to take medication to control these issues, and then the emergencies. The district needs to keep the health aides. The sites need the health aides. The kids need the health aides. The community needs the health aides. The families need the health aides. Please, we're asking you to find a way to keep the health aides working as health aides within this district. Thank you.
Thank you. California School Employees Associations number 326 and 648. Association of Management and Confidential Employees. Supervisory Unit. Now we're at presentations. 11.1, Browns Valley and Cordova Elementary School site plans. Good evening.
Good evening, trustees, members of the cabinet, members of the audience. My name is Melissa White, and I am the principal of Browns Valley and Cordova Elementary. Before we begin, I'd quickly like to acknowledge and thank my staff for being here tonight to show their support. Really are the heart of the school. Good evening, Superintendent Ezrani, trustees, members of the cabinet, and members of the audience. My name is Melissa White, and I am the principal of Browns Valley Elementary and Cordova Elementary. Browns Valley and Cordova Elementary have both developed a school plan for student achievement, or SIPSA. Both schools engaged in timely and meaningful consultation with educational partners in the planning as well as the implementation of the SIPSA. Browns Valley Elementary has 127 students, 6 classroom teachers, and 1 half-time RSP teacher, as well as 8 classified staff members. Cordova Elementary has 81 students, 4 classroom teachers, and 1 half-time RSP teacher, as well as 7 classified staff members. You can see the special population percentages for each school site listed on this slide. Here are a couple of fun facts about my schools. Browns Valley Elementary contributes to science and weather forecasts in our watershed thanks to a monitoring station installed at our school by the Scripps Institution of Oceanography at UC San Diego with support from the Yuba Water Agency. Cordova Elementary is the 3rd oldest school in the district, founded in 1860. Some of our oldest alumni, who are all in their 90s, were just showcased in the Appeal Democrat on November 10th. Their grandchildren attend Cordova and are 5th-generation Comets. Data is critical in determining the needs of students. The data sources and the comprehensive needs assessment, which drives the SIPSA, are listed on this slide. A 2-year analysis of ELA CASP data from Browns Valley Elementary demonstrated a 3% increase in overall student achievement. STAR data analysis revealed improved reading scores in all grades, each surpassing a 5% decrease in overall student achievement. Math CASP data from Browns Valley Elementary demonstrated a 6% increase in overall student achievement. STAR data analysis revealed improved math scores in all grades, each surpassing the learning target of an increase of 5% or more, with the exception of 5th grade who fell short by 1%. Additionally, 1st grade did not take the beginning of the year assessment last year, therefore accurate growth data was difficult to determine for this grade. Our goal is to increase STAR Math and overall CASP achievement by more than 5% in all grade levels by expanding school-wide interventions based on identified student needs. As with ELA, we also work to increase STAR Math and the 22-23 first grade cohort by more than 5% by providing additional push-in support and interventions. Again, the same 2-year analysis of math CASP data from Cordo Elementary